Hi, I'm Annika Johnson from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go. Hello everyone out there. Welcome for another episode of Door County Girl. And today I'm with
Kit,
Rolf, Annika,
and
Annika.
the Door County Girl.
What are we doing today? Rolf and I are like,
So this was like,
we're not cooking anything?
so I came up with this crazy idea, and John and I talked about this, and we thought it'd be really good. Over the years, so this is almost 2 years of Door County Girl that we've been filming.
I can't believe
This
it, I know.
I think this will be the 90. Well, depending on what order they come out, but this will be. We've shot 95 episodes of Door County Girl.
95? Have you
Yeah.
seen all 95?
I watch them religiously over and over again.
Do you?
All the time.
Do you make your whole family watch them too?
Yes.
Awesome. Mom's never seen any of
People
them.
come over to our house instead of bringing
You
out
should
photo
bring-
albums. I say we're going to sit down and watch
Well,
Door County
it's
Girl.
funny. It's funny you bring that up because one of the questions is when are we going to see Ingrid in Door County Girl?
Oh boy.
And two
see her
people
every
asked.
day.
Actually, two people asked that question. Can we get Ingrid in a Door County Girl episode?
We
Because
probably
I think you
could.
guys, especially you guys, mention her all the time.
I know, we got to get her to wear her hearing aids,
Sure.
otherwise we're all going to be going yelling the whole time.
She'll have to watch them and have to defend everything we've always mocked her
Oh
for.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I mean, you do have a lot of, and you like. I especially love when you do her accent and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, we have that down to
Yeah,
a
we were
science.
dead on. Just like, I fool everybody with my mom's
Oh,
accent.
guess what? All you guys mock your parents. Don't
Yeah.
act like we're
And
the
yeah,
only
and
ones.
It's
Yeah.
out of love. I mean, I really,
We
really
love them.
really
We just think it's hilarious how she says certain things. Yeah.
So what I did over the last few days here, after we sort of talked about we wanted to do an episode called Ask Door County Girl because I get lots of emails. So if you send an email to mail@aljohnsons.com, I'm the guy that answers it, or I pass it on to people that are more pertinent to answer. Like, this is a question for Freddie, this is for Jamie,
Sure.
this is for Lars. And I do it like that, but 90% of them when do the goats go up? It's the usual questions and stuff like that I answer. Can I make reservations? Which is no. We don't take reservations except for Yule Board.
Right.
So occasionally I'll get the wild card question about Door County Girl, and I've been sort of saving them in a file. And then I also went through all the videos, 91 of them, and read everybody's comments, because the one thing we haven't been doing is actually commenting back.
You read every comment?
How do
read
you ever
every-
find time to be a dad, a husband, and work at Al's and
It
be
was-
in shipping and doing everything and reading 91
It was really,
episodes
really
common?
early this morning. In fact, when you were talking to me at the table over there,
You were
and you
looking
were
at
like,
him.
why isn't Kit really paying attention to me talking?
I
was listening, but I was also looking at comments.
He's a multitasker.
To put, yeah, just like
Yeah.
everybody thinks. Or
Yeah,
just
he does everything. We
master of
interrupt him
none.
all the time.
Yeah. So then we put everything together, and I have a mix of people that Judy from Watoma or something
Sure.
like that. I have them, and then I also have whatever they go on YouTube. So you may see some funny names, like I think somebody was Honey Pot.
I can't wait for you to tell her
Oh yeah,
about that.
no, that's gonna be a good one.
He told me that
I
one.
know. So we'll just start out. We're going to ask questions, and then we can take turns. I think some of them are more for you or for Rolf or for both of you, but I think it'll be
And
interesting.
probably you'll end up answering them all.
I know. I mean, there may be some that I may be more capable of
Okay.
answering too.
All right.
So we're going to start out. We have Ken from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, says, "Are you having as much fun doing Door County Girl as it looks?"
Yeah. Yes. I like them.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Sometimes Rolf and I Kid will tell us we have to film Door County Girl episodes next week, and we're both just like, but
Or I'll look and I go, oh, good, I have this day off. And Kit's like, oh, but I asked Freddie to make sure you have that day off because we're doing Door County Girl. I was like,
yeah, and so we're like, but then you know what's weird? Then we do them, and then I love them.
Yeah.
Then we're actually
And
physically
I
here.
will say, genuinely, when my sister is on her own, when she's doing these roundabout places, and she's got that smile, and that's if you rode with her on a regular day without cameras, that's exactly how she is anyway.
Yeah,
That's
no,
just how she is.
I think that's one thing about Annika.
Except for
like,
sometimes I might swear a little
What
bit.
Yeah, she tries to watch the
what
language.
you see is what you
Yeah,
get. Like
yeah.
you're a genuine person.
Yeah, I watch my language.
Okay, so next question is from Clara Forsberg. She says, I love the recipes in Door County Girl. Do you have a favorite cookbook of Swedish foods that you'd like to recommend?
Clara
Gotta be a
Forsberg. Maybe we're
relation.
related to you because we're Forsbergs.
Forsbergs.
My
Well-
mom is Ingert Forsberg, and I just did all our family tree on
You gotta look up and see if she's on there.
Ancestry.com, and we're back to the 1500s, so we're related to everyone in Sweden. That's all I gotta tell you, because I swear to God, we're related, Clara.
Favorite would you like, do you think?
You've got your new one that I
Door
saw,
County
that
Girl,
really old, that ancient one. It's
Oh
all
my
Swedish.
God, what was that called
I
again?
have no
Okay,
clue.
so there
It's
was
really
a Door
pretty.
County Girl episode, and we went to the Sister Bay Historical Society, and I went into the little kitchen while they were setting up, and there was this old ripped up cookbook, and it was blue, and it had a woman on the cover with an oven. And I took a picture of it and put it on my Facebook page, and right away I sent it to my cousin in Sweden, Annika Fundin, and she sent me the cookbook. So I have to get back to Clara to tell her what it is, but it is in Swedish, Clara, so I haven't really been able to read it. I understand it a little bit when people talk, but when I try to read it, it might not be the same for me.
Yeah.
So, but other than that one, and I'll have to get you the name and I'll give it to Kit and he can give it to you. But Cynthia asked about Door County cookbook.
Yeah, so that's the next question is Cynthia, she responded to on YouTube in a comment. She says like, when am I going to see a Door County Girl cookbook?
We have all the recipes. We could probably put one together.
You know, people used to ask that all the time about our soups because all the soups were homemade
Right.
and everybody wanted to get the soup recipes. And Randy Byes was one of the kings of
Oh,
all
king
of
of all
soup
soup
makers. He doesn't
makers.
work
He's
with us
phenomenal.
anymore, but we kept telling him he should do a soup book and a recipe.
I
But it
think-
would be a bad idea.
Fantastic idea.
A great
I think
idea.
I mean, we've talked about the Norski Nook one, another like famous Wisconsin restaurant. Like,
Yep.
like their cookbooks are awesome. It'd be cool.
Well,
to do
I
the same
do,
thing.
Clara, like most of the ones. Okay, so I get to do some of the book buying in the gift shop, and there's a lot of the cookbooks in there that I really like,
Mm-hmm.
which you just mentioned two of them. She's got the Norski Nook Book of Pies, and of course the Norski Nook just has a regular cookbook.
Their regular cookbook, yeah.
And all those recipes are pretty homemade and darn good. But I'll tell you what, the best recipes that I've ever tried as growing up in Door County is those church cookbooks that all the ladies
Oh, yeah,
put
the Lutheran
in.
Church, Baptist Church, all those churches.
And they used to sell them at the Ace Hardware store.
or at the bank. And Johnny O always has a slew of when he finds old ones, and I
Yeah,
go
they're-
through them. And sometimes I'll look at them, I'll say, well, I've seen this coffee cake recipe before, and it's ours. And I was
Yeah.
like, so somehow, somewhere on the
Like
line.
Pat Olson will have her
Yeah.
recipes in there. But all the ladies that would get together and put their favorite recipes in these paperback cookbooks, whenever you need something you know is going to be good, it was a lot of that. So that was really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you were to say, I thought she said, did she saying,
Well, no,
what's
there's
your
the
favorite
second
Door
question
County
was Cynthia
cookbook?
wants to know about, she wants a Door County Girl cookbook. When is that coming out? And then,
I
and then
read it
Clara
as-
wanted.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that the only cookbook I actually, probably Door County cookbook that I've actually looked at, besides the church lady cookbooks for Door County, for myself, this is just me, is Jean Hill's two cherry books. She has a cherry book and an apple book, and we sell them both in the boutique, and they're both all her recipes, and they're probably one of my two favorites.
One of my favorites is Hazel's Kitchen Table, just because all the wacky stories
Oh,
that
and
are in there.
Hazel Larson
Yeah.
is Wink Larson's
Yeah, but
mother.
I liked all the
Who owned
recipes
North
in
Ski
there.
Ridge, by the way.
Yeah, I
Yep.
liked all her recipes. They were easy to follow, and they always had little stories on behind each one of how they got them and things like that.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Okay, next question. How long does it take you to prepare and shoot each episode?
Well, I just get my fork.
Kit sends me
That
a
takes
text
2
the day
seconds.
before. No.
Kit reminds me a couple days before, and then I will usually run through a couple recipes late at night after the restaurant's closed to make sure that, because a lot of the recipes I've either tweaked or I've just had or kids shared a couple with me, and I said, I don't know.
Well, he doesn't want to come out here, is what he's telling you, and mess up. So
Yeah,
he does
so
a
I
little
try to mess
practice
up
session.
first.
Yeah, and then I get to sample all the stuff that he makes in the kitchen.
Although some people might beg to differ, and they say, well, you obviously didn't practice the Able Skeevers because you messed those up.
Yeah, exactly.
I tried.
Ironically, a lot of people love the Able Skeever ones, and people are like, after you did it, there was 2 people that comment, and they're like, I'm going to try this at home now.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm confident.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you just sort of broke it, like, okay,
Yeah.
we're just going to go with it and do it. And like, I have a pan forever, and I've never used it. I'm going to use it now. So.
You know, and for me, like watching Rolf prepare, I feel a little guilty because I don't do what he does. Like if I go do a Door County Girl episode without Rolf, there isn't any preparing. I just go there and want
You just be you.
Yeah, I just want to go meet that person and see what they're all about.
Yeah.
Like it would be like me meeting Kit. Like, hey, who are you? What do you do? And where are you from? And why are you here? And how many kids do you have?
Yeah.
When's your birthday? Are you married?
It's like the kid from Home Alone in the van. How fast is this car go?
Ask a lot of questions and learn
Does it
about
get good fuel
somebody.
mileage?
But Rolf puts a lot of work into the recipes.
Yeah, I think
he
the food
really
ones are
does.
tougher because you sort of need to be prepared.
Yeah, but I'm used to doing it. It's just like you're used to doing your thing, and I might think, oh, gee, that's kind of difficult in my opinion, too. And,
Nah, you're good at talking to people too. That's why we sit at the coffee table.
oh, I love sitting at the coffee
Yeah.
table. What else we got there,
Okay,
Kister?
so we sort of covered the one about your mom. That was the next
Yeah.
question. So we'll go to the next one. You talk about the Go Bo Foundation, some shows. Is it still operating?
Yes, the Go-Bo Foundation is still operating, although, how do I say this in a way where people will not take it the wrong way? So it's been almost, 11 years now since
Yeah.
Bo passed away. He'd be 24 years old,
Yep.
believe it or not, and hopefully graduated from college and all the good stuff us parents
Sure.
wanted. But we don't do a lot of fundraising anymore because I felt like right after, when Bo was sick and right after he died, I felt like everything was go Bo, go Bo, go Bo all the time, that I started to feel a little bit like, whoa, there's other places that could use assistance too. I felt like we were hogging.
A lot of the limelight, perhaps.
Yes, because there was
I
a lot of
agree.
other things, and being who I am, I felt like we need to taper off a little bit.
But our goal was really to try to get it kind of self-sustained. So
Yes.
if people would want to donate to the Go Bo Fund, they certainly can, and we certainly appreciate it. And they do it through the Door County.
Door County Community Foundation.org, or you can go there, and then you have to scroll. There's many, many, many good
And we still do
foundations
the
there.
great things that we've always done. I mean, if people come to us, they write to us, we'll send them in the right direction, and if we can help them, we will. And fortunately,
Yeah.
we don't have to help too many people.
Which is a positive note, because we don't want anyone to get sick and have cancer or be that.
But if you know somebody out there, yeah, we still have it going, and it's going strong. It's doing very, very well. So if there's somebody out there, yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to donate. If you can put somebody in our direction, yeah, we'll do what we can.
Too, it's a good time, Pete D'Amico with
Yes.
had a
Oh
big
my gosh,
donation
yes.
there, yeah.
So there are certain individuals that are out there that are religious,
Raising a lot of money.
about what they want to do in their lives as well. Like once Bo died and gave a little speech about how we should pay it forward, there are people, I think, that Bo touched in a strange way that want to just keep on following that as long as they live. Mary Witteborg is one of them. She works at Gibraltar. She just retired. She was always one of them. Never Let It Die there. They always had a little fundraiser going on for their homecoming games. Pete D'Amico and Rhonda, his wife, and Too Tall Tony, Danny Peterson and Wendy from the Viking restaurant, they all get together.
And we're gonna miss somebody. We're not gonna remember
I know,
everybody.
every single concert they have outside at the little atrium by the beach, they have their little Pete's like wagon where they have the Italian beef and they have the
Which
Italian
I'm happy for
sausage,
personally.
whitefish chowder,
I miss it.
and all of that goes to the Go Bo Foundation, and he sends us a huge check every fall festival weekend.
And not
from
to
that.
mention the Play It Forward.
Play It Forward is
Yeah, the
another
concerts
one.
that Thor would organize, and
Thor
Pete Thielen.
and Pete Thielen
And all the musicians and all the talent that they would donate their time.
We could stand here and tell you name after name after name, and these are people that I think Bo changed their lives, and so they want to help
The
kind of make
foundation.
his dream live on to help other kids.
Sure.
So that really makes me feel good, because I feel like I I just saw a really tiny little, I was cleaning out my kitchen today and I found a little piece of paper and I'm like, what is that? I wrote something down and it said, everyone should leave a legacy that they're proud of. Something like that. And I just found it this morning, and I thought, I think that with the Go Bow Foundation, we still do a little bit of a fundraising for research, although we haven't gotten the cookie sale like we used to get the big money for the cookie sale. COVID put a damper on that. Not that we won't do it in the future, but we rely on locals.
Sure.
And we have a little jar at the restaurant that certainly pulls in
A lot of money.
It's just a quarter or
Yep.
a dollar or a dollar or a dollar, and that is one big thing.
Sure.
Yeah, and there's a lot of silent people out there. I'm not going to mention names, but they know who they are. I see who's donated, and I can't even, it blows my mind when I read.
And they
that
want to
someone-
stay somewhat anonymous. And every once in a while, you get some of the young kids that are their school project or something like that. They want to do something.
Yep.
And they have a lemonade stand.
Yep.
Whatever it might be. It's still going strong. So the Go Bow Foundation is still doing very, very well.
Yep.
Okay. Next question. Sarah from Sheboygan asks, how is Jill doing? And she wants to see her with the goats in the springtime.
You're going to see her with the goats in the springtime. She's
Jill's doing
fantastic.
great. Yeah, she's zipping and pipping. She just got back from Christmas with her mom and dad who live in Plainview, Minnesota. And they go to the Mayo Clinic, so I think sometimes she's got to go back and do her appointments and make sure she's on the right path. But her
energy
is
level
up.
is up, and she's just,
She helps work at the restaurant all the time. Whenever we're in a pinch, she jumps in and she helps Bryn at the bar quite a bit. She helps do.
she's a whirlwind. Everywhere she needs to be.
Lars and her just did 8 days at the Osthoff in Elkhart Lake. We
Which
have
is
a
no
little,
easy task.
Yeah, and
to
that's
stand
long
all day
days,
there.
9 to 5 all
No.
day. It's
Yeah.
a
We're
long
happy
day.
to report she's doing very, very well.
Yes,
Okay.
and everybody should. I'm going to shout it out because Jill will be mad if I don't. Be an organ donor.
Yeah.
It saves lives. People are waiting every single day. Sign up to be an organ donor.
Okay. Best interview or episode? I guess we'll do both.
Who is my
Who was
best-
your favorite interview that you did, or one of your favorite episodes
best
that you've
interview
done?
subject? Oh boy, that's a bad question.
You're going to put somebody else. What do you mean? I wasn't the
What do you mean
best
I wasn't?
one.
I'm
I've got my two
I
tops.
tell all 90 of them
Yeah.
they're the best. God, let's see here. Okay, so I cannot tell a lie. I'm an animal lover, so it's got to be the one from the bird sanctuary. I'm sorry, but that one was really, unless I can't remember one right now out of the 90-some episodes.
I like
but
because the
Oh, the
Humane
kid-
Society where the dog is like, you're like,
oh, the dogs. Anything with animals for me is always my favorite ones, just because it's my thing.
so I think one that I liked, and it was more because it was the heartwarming thing, was the Renard's cheese one. Both of you guys were talking, and it was like we're not talking about anything. And then sort of on the same line, Kick Ash one was really cool too, because you guys
Yes.
just have a good
Yeah,
relationship.
sometimes
together,
they
you
turn
can
into something more than like what we're talking about, which is weird. Because like Carol Ash worked for us at
Yeah.
Al Johnson's and that owns Kick Ash. And the gal that we did the interview for, Renard's, she and I had a weird connection. I don't think that, I brought it up just because I saw a magazine sitting at a bank and I read a story about her daughter, which is an
Yeah.
ongoing thing. And I wouldn't have known, we would never sat down
No,
and talked
and
about
like
it.
but I think physically I could see that connection between you two. Like it sort of transcended what I'm talking about my business, and I'm talking about my
Yeah.
business and that kind of thing. It wasn't like that. It
But
was
for me, it's animals. I don't know about Rolf. What do you think?
all the ones he cooks in.
Yeah. Well, those aren't technically interviews, but the ones I like are the ones, the people that I know, just because I learned something new about them, whether it be Sam Perlman with the Maritime Museum, with Helen. It's just that there's something that they say, and then all of a sudden, oh, I didn't know that, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the one at the Northern Sky Theater was
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
that
was a good one.
It was a long one, but there was a lot to learn about it.
I think-
mean, it was a real good.
So neither of you have seen. So we did the Red Putter episode that's coming out tomorrow or today. Is out in an hour, so will be.
Oh, yeah,
released.
that's gonna be
That
a
was really
funny
fun
one.
because I think it was nice seeing all three of you. You know, Lars, Rolf, and Annika, and they were playing mini golf against each
But that
other.
was
with the Red
fun.
Putter. And Bill did an awesome job editing too, so it's pretty cool that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So we had a lot of comments about facial hair and mustaches. People love Ralph's facial hair or mustache.
Are you talking about mine?
They missed the twirl, like the full on. I think we've seen a couple iterations. I think I saw a video where you're just like
The full beard?
the full.
Well, the reason I did the
like
full...
you're.
Ralph's got a little curl going on right now. He's going to try to get
try to
Chase.
grow it out.
Like Chase.
It goes back to a long time ago. I was watching Tombstone one winter, and I was watching the director's cut, and they had made a comment about the mustaches and the beards, and they liked it. I figured they all had them put on somehow, and they're like, no, they grew their own. I'm like, I can do that. I'm bored. I had nothing better to do. And then
Like Kurt Russell in Tombstone?
yeah, and then I walked into Berto's when Zach Lozoff was there, and he's like, I'm going to do that. And Zach had a beautiful, who's that famous artist with the pencil thin one? Yes, Dolly. He had a great Dolly.
So, along the same lines with that, we had a couple people believe that Chase's mustache was not real at all.
It's
they
real.
thought it was some kind of like,
Yeah, it's real. And actually, we were just laughing about that this morning. I should have worn a mustache just to outbeat him, like get one that went like out to here or something, or had braids on it.
Somebody actually asked, "Is his mustache real?"
It's real.
Yeah.
He works at that thing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for another episode of Door County Girl. And
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that little goat in the corner. It's blue. It's yellow. It's cute. Just click it.
Follow us.
click it. And
Yeah, and then but the cool thing about it is that you'll be notified anytime we have a new episode, which is once a week anyways. But it's cool. You'll actually be able to see it before other people do. So.
yeah.
And then I think maybe sometime this next year we'll do some kind of where you'll get like a special. Anybody who subscribes will be able to watch episodes where no one else will be able to watch. We can do that. So we could put some
Ooh,
fun
it's a
content
secret
in it.
Part of the club,
Behind
the
the
secret
scenes.
handshake.
Secret
Yeah.
episode.
We could do a video of Bill setting up for the videos. So.
Yeah.
You getting this camera guy?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Hey-do, everyone.
Hey, no.
Hey, no.
Hey. Woohoo. Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.